Hey everyone, welcome to the next part of my in-depth review of the new Eldar Craftworlds Codex. Just came out today, it's been a lot of fun reading it. They're good. They're still really good. And today we'll be going over the Elite section, one of the sections. I think it shines in every section, but the Elite section is a pretty solid section as well. So we'll be going over it in more detail. Sum it up, very little changed. Most things didn't change in cost. Nope. Yeah. Banshees went down a little bit. We'll talk about that. And a couple, they each got slight buffed, but, you know, and then they got a formation, which also buffs them, but we'll talk about that. So, we'll start off with Howling Banshees. Howling Banshees got cheaper. They are now 65 points for 5 models. They used to be 75, so they got down 10 points per squad of 5. So 2 points each, now down to 13 points each a model. You get a Howling Banshee, weapon skill, ballistic skill 4, strength toughness 3, 1 wound, initiative 5, 1 attack, leadership 9, 4 save. You can get an Exarch, which gives you a +1 weapon skill, ballistic skill, wound, and initiative on that one, and an extra attack on that Exarch. He's cool. And Howling Banshees are one of those ones that doesn't get used very often in 7th edition because of Overwatch and all that stuff. And as I said, if you attach the Exarch, you know, HQ to them, you can't be fired at Overwatch anyway, so it keeps them alive, helps get them into combat. They're pretty fragile though. So the Warrior, Aspect Armor, Shuriken Pistol, Power Sword, and a Banshee Mask. Now, let me just go over quickly what the Banshee Mask does, because I'm pretty sure it does the same thing as before. Because it used to mean you always got to strike first, but... And then it was initiative 10. Let's find this thing quickly. Causes fear. In addition, models cannot fire Overwatch against units that contain at least one model equipped with a Banshee Mask. Okay, so it causes fear. So it makes a fear check, but you can't fire Overwatch. So it helps get them into close combat, which is where they want to be. Not too bad. They went down in cost a little bit because they are a very glass hammer unit. And they're okay, you know. They have Acrobatic, which adds 3 inches to their maximum move distance when it runs or when it makes a charge move. That's sweet. They have Fleet as well. Battle Focus and Ancient Doom. So they can reroll and add 3 inches, which will help get them in combat. Furthermore, models of this special rule do not suffer the initiative penalty for charging enemies through difficult terrain. War Shout, Exarch only. Enemies unit locked in combat with this model that has this rule, subtract 2 from their leadership. You can include up to 5 additional Banshees for 13 points each. A unit Exarch for 10 points. The Howling Banshee Exarch may exchange her Power Sword for one of the following. A Triskel for 5 points, or an Executioner for 10. And can take both her Shuriken Pistols, exchange both of her Shuriken Pistols for a Power Sword and for 2 Mirror Swords for 10 points. And they take Wave Serpent as a dedicated transport. Good stuff there. So, again, Banshees, they might get used. As I said, Harlequins have got removed from this codex. So Banshees are a close combat hammer unit. They don't tend to get used a lot in 7th edition, but they have their role. Maybe they'll do something, you know. But compared to the other ones, I don't know. Striking Scorpions, probably my favorite elite choice besides Fire. I like Fire Dragons and Striking Scorpions myself, but you know, it's my opinion. Striking Scorpions, 85 points, 4 or 5 models, so 17 points each, same points as they used to be. Yep. But they gained Shroud, or Stealth. I'm pretty sure they didn't have Stealth before. Could be wrong, maybe they did have Stealth. Striking Scorpions, let me look this up quickly. Let me see. Troops. Elites. Do they have Striking Scorpions? Oh, no, they had Stealth. Never mind. I for some reason thought that they gained it, but nope, they still had it. It's okay. So Striking Scorpions, 85 points, gets you 5 of them. Same weapon skill, same stats as the previous guys. Weapon skill 4, strength toughness 3, 1 wound, initiative 5, 1 attack, leadership 9, 3 up save. You could upgrade an Exarch for 10 points. You had heavy aspect armor, Shuriken Pistols, Scorpion Chainsword, Plasma Grenades, Mana Blasters. Yeah. The Banshees have a 4 up save. Striking Scorpions have a 3 up save. Better Striking Scorpions. Scorpion Chainsword, Plasma Grenades, Mana Blasters. Special rules, Ancient Doom, Battle Focus Fleet, Infiltrate, Move Through Cover, and Stealth. Shadow Strike, if a unit that consists entirely of the models with a special rule infiltrates, it has the Shrouded special rule. Until it does something. Yeah, basically. So that's cool. That's what I was saying, you know, gaining Shrouded. So it shrouds the turn it deep strikes in. Or if it infiltrates. It has Shrouded turn 1, basically. Until it shoots. So basically, if the unit shoots, including Overwatch, or fights in combat, it loses the Shrouded special roll. So until it does something. Stalker, in the first round of a challenge, this model makes this is only in the Exarch, 1 bonus attack for each point that its initiative is higher than its opponent's. And its initiative is 6. So that should be pretty good. Jumps in against an Orc. Pretty fun. Initiative characteristic. And include up to 5 additional Striking Scorpions for 17 points each. Upgrade a Striking Scorpion to a Striking Scorpion Exarch for 10. Striking Scorpion Exarch makes change his Shuriken Pistol for a Scorpion's Claw for 30. The Scorpion Exarch makes change his Scorpion Chainsword for Biting Blade for 5. Or makes change both his Shuriken Pistol and Scorpion Chainsword for 2 Chain Sabers for 10. And they take a Wave Serpent as a dedicated transport. And then up next we have the Fire Dragons. The Fire Dragons are the one-shot killing anything they want group. They jump out of a tank and they blow something up. Pretty much it. 110 points for 5 of them. Still 22 points each, just as they were before. Nothing changed. For 110 points you get strike. They have the same stat line as the Striking Scorpions, so Weapon Skill is skill 4, Strength Toughness 3, 1 wound, Initiative 5, 1 attack, Leadership 9, 3 up save. They have a Heavy Aspect Armor, a Fusion Gun, and a Melta Bomb. They have Ancient Doom, Battle Focus, and Fleet. They have Assured Destruction. Models with a special rule have a +1 modifier when rolling on the vehicle damage table. And their guns, I believe, are AP... Let me look this up, but I'm pretty sure they're AP 1. Maybe AP 2. So... +1? That's pretty good, I'd say. Yeah, they're AP 1. They're Strength 8, AP 1. So 12-inch range, Strength 8, AP 1. So Melta, +1 on the modifier. So they blow up things on a 3-up. Am I correct? No, on a 4-up. And if it's open top, 3-up. They blow things up easily. And that's good. Because what they're designed to do. They jump out of a vehicle and they blow things up. And that's them. They're a solid choice. If you liked Fire Dragons before, you're still going to like Fire Dragons. They can get up to 5 more Fire Dragons for 22 points each. They also have Crackshot, a model for the Exarch only. A model with a special rule can reroll 1 failed to hit and to wound roll. So they lost Snapshot. Not Snapshot, what did they had before? Double Shot, or whatever it's called. And they got Crackshot for the Exarch. A model with a special rule can reroll 1 failed to hit and to wound roll or armor penetration roll per turn. And you can upgrade 1 Fire Dragon to an Exarch for 10. They can exchange his the Fire Dragon Exarch can exchange his Fusion Gun for a Dragon's Breath Flamer for free, or Fire Pike for 15 points. And they can take a Wave Serpent as a dedicated transport. Up next we have the Wraith Guard and Wraith Blades. The Wraith guys! Yay, Wraith guys! So, Wraith Guard and Wraith Blades are both 160 points for... Oh no, Wraith Blades got cheaper, sorry. Wraith Guard are 160 points for 5 guys. So 32 points each, same as before. They get a Wraith Cannon. And I should mention that the Wraith Cannon being a Distort weapon, the Distort weapons got changed. I don't know if Wraith Cannon's a Distort weapon, but sorry, they have access to the heavy D size and all that stuff. But all the Distort weapons got changed. They're like weaker Strength D weapons now. But they get a -1 modifier. So yeah, the Wraith Cannon is strength 12-inch range, Strength D, AP 2, Assault 1. But when rolling on the Destroyer table, attack table for the weapon has a special rule, subtract 1 from the result of the D6 roll. Furthermore, a weapon with this special rule is assumed to be Strength 4 for the purposes of instant death. So it's weaker Strength D weapons. So these guys got nerfed pretty heavily in that sense, because they're basically going to guarantee on 1 or 2, nothing happens to your opponent, and on a 3-up, D3 wounds to a model. Strength AP 2, Strength 4. So it'll still do some damage. They're still going to be pretty powerful, but not as powerful as they once were. With the instant death on a 6. Like, it was just nuts. But it'll still do some damage. Like, you'll do D3 wounds to a model every time you hit it. So they'll still kill a lot of stuff. Just not a lot of the higher strength stuff. No, I guess it doesn't matter, because it's D anyway. Yeah, it'll still do some stuff. A lot of stuff. So they're good. I just don't think they're as good as they once were. Maybe I'm wrong. And you can include up to 5 additional ones for 32 points each. You can maybe replace the entire Wraith Cannons with D-Scythes for 10 points in model. They could take a Wave Serpent as a dedicated transport. Then finally the Wraith Blades. Oh, I should probably say their rules as well. Wraith Guard, they have Ancient Doom, Bulky, and Fearless. Wraith Blades, up next, got cheaper. 150 points for 5, so 30 points each, 2 points cheaper than a Wraith Guard. Same stat line as a Wraith Guard. Weapon skill, ballistic skill 4, strength 5, toughness 6, 1 wound, initiative 4, 1 attack, leadership 10, and 3 up save. You get 2 ghost swords for on them. I'll go over the weapons in a second. You take 5 additional Wraith Blades for 30 points each. They have Ancient Doom, Bulky, Fearless, and Rage. But they replace their ghost swords with a Ghost Axe and Force Shield, which gives them an invul, I believe. Let me see. So the ghost swords let me see. Power blades. Ghost weapons, here we go. So their ghost sword is strength +1, melee, AP3. So they'll be strength 6 in close combat, AP3. But they can get a ghost axe, which is strength +2, AP2, melee unwieldy, and a force sword. Not force sword, a force shield, which should give them an invulnerable save. Yeah, 4 up invulnerable save. So that's pretty good. Good trade-off. You go second, but you get a 4 up invulnerable save to keep you alive, to get to close combat, to rip your opponents to shreds. So probably a very good option if you like taking them. And that's basically it. Yeah, the Wraith Blades are at the end of the elite section. So let's go over the formations that involve these elites. And we'll talk a little bit about them, because they're pretty good. Yeah. So first there's the Aspect Host, which you need 3 units of any of the following. So total 3 units. Dire Avengers, Howling Banshees, Striking Scorpions, Fire Dragons, Swooping Hawks, Warp Spiders, Shining Spears, or Dark Reapers. Each unit in this formation must include an Exarch. That's the rule. And special rules, right at the battle, immediately after determining Warlord traits, choose either weapon skill or ballistic skill. All units in this formation add +1 to that chosen characteristic for the game. I would choose, I would take 3 squads of Fire Dragons and choose, ballistic skill. Because then they're hitting on 2s, melting everything in the face. That's pretty awesome. Shrine Keepers, models in the formation can reroll all failed morale, pinning, and fear tests. Cool. So that's a huge buff. Huge. If you have all close combat guys, +1 weapon skill. Shooting guys, +1 ballistic skill. Annihilate your opponents. Pretty strong stuff there. And then there's also the Dire Avenger Shrine. I forgot to go over this in the previous one, because Dire Avengers. But 3 units of Dire Avengers in the Dire Avenger Shrine. You get special rules, Killing Strike. But only 1 unit in this formation may include an Exarch. Special rules, Killing Strike once per game. In the shooting phase, this formation can perform a Killing Strike. For the duration of that phase, all Avenger Shuriken catapults carried by models in this formation are Assault 3 instead of Assault 2. So 50% more shots. Rights of Avenger, all models in formation add +1 to their ballistic skill to help hit. And Shrine Keepers, all models in this formation can reroll failed morale, pinning, and fear tests. So that alone's insane. So the Dire Avengers are literally going to just destroy everything that turn, because they are going to be hilarious. And that's it. Those are the... So there's Aspect. Did I go through Aspect Host? Yep. Dire Avenger Shrine. And Crimson Death is in the fast attack. That's it. So those are the elite sections in a nutshell. Basically, not much changed. If you liked any of them before, you're going to still love them because they only got better. They only got better due to the formations. You can buff your Fire Dragons to make them ballistic skill 5. You know, that's insane. They're going to melt everything as before. The Wraiths got slightly changed. I think it's slightly weaker, but they're still pretty competitive. I think it's a very competitive section of a very competitive codex. So what do you think? Leave a comment in the comment section down below of what you think about this codex, and do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Anything you want to add? And I'll continue on with my review. So as always, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you've already done so. Until next time, this is Jay saying, happy painting.